It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the 49ers and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year.
The Browns offense rested and ready coming off the open week in their schedule. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. And he was flat unconscious last week. I mean, all the touchdowns he had should be illegal. Something. It's crazy. Never seen a game like that for a receiver.
Yeah, that makes two of us. All the years in the league that we've covered, we haven't seen anything even approaching that. Possibly you could have sold me if you told me a running back did it, carrying the ball. We've seen things like that before. But have a pass catcher? Incredible. I mean, that's great season in one game.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. You look at this Niner defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning. Get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Browns had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You look at this Niner defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year, in on the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even fact.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because...
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. For the medical staff. and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a
Delay
drive.
of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Watson trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count.
The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked. Noah Hufanga. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives.
What is wrong with him? I'm not calling for the ball. Why would he throw that dumb shit? Oh, my goodness. I swear they, man, Jacoby Brissett is better than him on here. Before I did this, I was with Washington. When I first started off, and they was drafted by Washington. Man, me and Jacoby was eating. Man, I don't know what they doing with Watson. But mic off, man. You know, it's Sunday, football games on. For real, for real.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
How about that play from Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2022 he had? Former six-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
On first down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up the second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. There he goes, right side. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 26. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Quick throw. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way. 6-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 4. It's now
Watson now to throw.
At the 29-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. On 1st and 10, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson going to change the look here. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave. Get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. 22 yards there, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
To the air yet again, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Watson. Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually